what's happening? It's Tuesday. Yeah, man.
What's going on, you guys?
Charles Greene. We are live. It is 9:00. Couple minutes thereafter. It's November the 28th, Charles. We're getting into the holiday season.
I'm still enjoying Halloween. I'm sorry. It's all Christmas trees and all that stuff right now, isn't it? It's all good.
So I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. We talked about Thanksgiving here on the Saturday show, but you Van Halen kids, I hope you had a grand Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving weekend. Yeah. It's great to see everyone. Brendan B. Squared and Ed Dubril are absent tonight. They could not be here, but they send their love and their warmth.
Miss you guys.
And I hope their warmth gets here because it is turned quite cold, Charles.
Freaking freezing cold outside right now.
It is.
It's freezing cold.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, Charles and me in North Carolina, weather on the in-between seasons tends to yo-yo. And when it turns cold, it's shocking. You know.
Yeah, it's cold as shit outside, guys. It's really bad. But there's some of you guys out there that is so much colder. I
know, and they laugh at us.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
They laugh at us. They're laughing at us right now, I'm sure. Yeah.
Hey, cold is cold, man. Cold is cold.
I know. But now it is cool here, though. But yeah, it's great to see you, Charles.
It's great to see you too, man.
Yeah, dude.
It's been a work week. My God, man. Everybody's trying to shut all their stuff down. We're busy as can be. I had a really great time on the OU 812 show. You guys out there, shout out to the boys out there. My goodness, I appreciate you guys so much, and thank you. You guys are wonderful dudes, man.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what's going on, man. We got a lot going on in the Van Halen world. Good God Almighty.
Yes, we do, bro. Yep, stuff still falling out of the sky. We're going to get to a lot of different stuff. We're going to certainly give our 2 cents worth about this tour for next summer. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
It's going to be large and wonderful.
Yeah. So, what we know so far is Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jason Bonham.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
On drums. Joe Satriani playing the guitar. So apparently committed for the whole tour like that. Mm-hmm. Great player, you know. But we are.
Yeah, nobody does Joe like Joe.
Yeah, nobody does anybody like. But I agree with Sammy when he said that they're doing this tour for Heavy Van Halen, and they brought the guy in who could do it. And I tend to agree. You know, maybe I've heard all kinds of opinions about Joe, and we're going to hear more. Some maybe not so nice as we approach the start of that tour, and July is a couple of skips across the pond away, Charles, still.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we're going to talk about last week when we were doing the show and the news of the official news of the Roth reply and all of that came down, and I'm getting hit with messages and messages and reading, and I believed them, but I was very hesitant to speak on it while we were doing the show live last week, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We made a choice, an obvious choice, to let the chips fall and see what happened.
Yeah, so it ended up seeming like something, and it might in fact damn well be, Charles. But we're going to get into that. I'm not going to open up that can of worms quite yet. No, no. I am drinking coffee tonight too, by the way.
It's coming, right?
Mm, no, but so there are a couple of other Van Halen news stories. There is
Yes. Yes, there are.
there is a book, a new book coming out on January. A book about David Lee Roth coming out January the 1st. We're going to show you those details here in a moment, and there has been a date announced for this year's EVH Con, Charles.
Very cool.
Yeah, and we're going
We
to
got
have
we got a couple of crew members are going to be attending. Is that correct?
we
I do
do.
believe.
We do. Brendan and Ed, to my understanding, yeah. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, we're going to take a peek though at the EVH Con Facebook cover page. That big announcement coming
Nice.
in
Nice.
January. We'll get to that in a minute too. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, and of course we'll get to later on some nearly impossible Van Halen trivia.
Yeah, you guys are gonna love it. He's got a good one for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, how about that view tonight, Charles? Since it's just me and you.
Oh, I like that, man.
Hey,
It's because it's so damn cold, man. We got a couple of flames around us right there. The whole ambiance is just warm, man. I like it. I like it, man.
right on, bro.
I mean, guys, we got come to the green room and he's bundled up. Look at him. He's just bundled up.
I just walked inside.
Just complaining about how cold it was because he just took the dog out. And I just looked at him. I said, dude, I may have to do that in a little bit. I'm going to look just like you. So, oh, look at that. That's must-have cash, you guys.
$1,000,000
Nice.
for your wallet. Let's reach in and grab us a bill or a quarter. How about we'll throw in a 1971 D 25-cent piece right there.
Very cool.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be later on. That's nearly impossible. And it might be nearly impossible tonight, Charles.
That's a good one.
If I didn't tell you the answers, tonight's is a two-part question.
Yes.
I was thinking there for a minute that if I didn't tell you the answer already, you'd have been guessing all night.
No, because you wouldn't tell me if I had one part of it correct or not. And I didn't know which part I had right or wrong. So this is going to be good. I can't wait.
And we're not going to tell the kids if they have one part correct or not either.
No. Can't do that.
Yeah. But yeah, before we proceed with those stories, let's open up the chat, Charles. Let's see who's in the house tonight. Welcome to Halenville.
I peeked a minute ago.
All right. Let's start. There's our guy Ryan right there. OU812.
Right there, bro. You rock.
Yep. And his cohort, our Van Halen brother R2, R3 locking up. What's up,
right
dude?
there, R2. You rock, brother. Right on,
right
dude.
Right on. Neo's in the house, Charles.
Neo. Awesome.
There's Kurt5150. What's up, Kurt?
Kurt, you rock, brother. Right. Hey, Neo, you're female, not male, correct? I remember that from the last show. I forget your first name, and I'm so sorry. If you want to let us know again, that would be cool. I promise not to forget.
Yeah. And I call girls dudes sometimes too, Charles. No worries
It's
there.
possible I'll refer to you as
Yeah, no,
bro
really,
as well, so it's all
it's
good.
you know. Let's see, Christopher Live Sour in the house,
Right
sober.
on, Christopher. You rock,
Right
brother.
on, bro.
Right on, man.
Yeah. Andy Carson, Charles.
Andy, hey, represent, brother, right there.
There's Andy.
Station 5, Chattanooga strong, bro.
Yes, sir. Station 5. Andy, good
Right
to
on.
see you, sir. Happy
Right
holidays.
on. Right on.
Yeah, bro. Be safe, Andy. Mitch Heyman.
Right on, Mitch.
What's up, Mitch?
You rock, Mitch Heyman. Hey, let me give Mitch a quick shout out, real quick. Guys,
Oh,
I
you
got
give
to
him a
play guitar on
big
YouTube for the
shout
first
out.
time in the last week because of that man. He is a godsend to this community. He's my tech support. And I just want to give him a public shout out. Thank you, Mitch. You absolutely rock. Thanks. I appreciate
He
you.
does.
Right on, dude. Right
Mitch,
there.
always good to see you, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Patty Deal in the house. What's up, Patty? Always good to see you,
Right on,
man.
Patty. You rock. It's good to see you.
Yeah. Hope
Right
you had a
on.
good Thanksgiving. All right. I'm still scrolling upward. Skyward. I'm scared of heights, Charles.
Just don't look down, brother. You'll be all right.
No, I do. There's Millie Vanilli in the
Right on,
house.
Millie. Right on.
There's Guitar Man 45. What's up, Bo? Good to
Bo, you
see you,
rock, brother.
dude.
Good to see you,
Lawnmower
man.
Tapes in the house.
Lawnmower, you rock, bro. Right on, dude.
Yeah. Good to see all of you, man. Yeah, welcome.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right. 357 Mag.
Welcome to Halenville,
Yeah,
357. Right
welcome,
on,
dude.
man.
That's right. He showed up a day or two ago.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
good
Very
to
cool.
see you. Welcome to Halenville. We talk Van Halen here, by the way, every Tuesday. Count on it, 9 p.m. live right here. You'll
That's it.
see.
That's it.
Yeah. So thanks for being. I'm gonna scroll all the way back down.
I see a
Okay.
couple of names. You should see them. I'm sure you will.
There's Chuck Browning. Hey,
Right on, Chuck. Right on,
welcome,
bro.
man.
Very cool.
There's Josh in the house.
Right on, Josh. You rock,
Good to
bro.
see you, dude. Front row at Bridgeport. Right on, bro.
Very cool. Very cool.
There's Ronald Allard Jr.
That's cold, Ronald.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
cold.
that
That's
here,
cold.
Charles.
Yeah, that's about the same, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. So if I
Wait a minute.
recall you,
No. You have not been traded, Kurt. That has not occurred. I did not agree to the trade because you're too freaking awesome. So leave it at that, brother. You are too cool, brother. You really are.
yeah, nah, it's cool to watch you guys when Ryan OU812 does his live streams on Sunday. I lurk and I cook a lot of times, which you know, so I put it on the house speakers and you know, I know when they're going around the horn, you know, I know who sounds what, who just I don't have to be looking at them to know who's playing,
You know whose
and
tone is what? I
that's
got you.
cool.
So,
Yeah, you know.
yeah,
So, but
yeah.
that's what I do when I watch OU812. But you'll enjoy it too. OU812's links are down below if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about right now. He's a cool cat. Does Sundays and
Real,
Thursdays.
yeah. Real good
8
group of
p.m.
guys.
on Thursdays, 5 in
What
the
a good group
afternoon
of
Eastern
guys,
here
man.
on Sunday. Yeah, yeah. Good times, good times. Yeah. Um, let's see.
Monique just jumped in. It's good to
Yeah, I
see you,
see
Monique.
Monique. Good to see you.
Right
Right
there.
on.
Right on.
They are absent. Brendan is hard at work, which he is constantly. And Ed is a little under the weather. We're giving Ed lots of Advil and water and hugs and kisses too, all from Charles. He didn't like that part though. But yeah.
I told him I was going to hug him, and he wouldn't take no for an answer. So it's
Ed, if you're
too bad.
watching, feel better, bro. Love you, dude.
Yeah, we miss you guys. We really do. Thank you, Monique. Thank you. That's really nice of you to say that. Thank you.
I'm not gonna throw that up, but that's funny, Monique. All right. There's Ronnie. Welcome.
Ronnie, it's good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Right on. Right on, man.
Yeah, welcome, guys. All right. Before we about the lovely tour that me and Charles and a lot of you, and if you're going, please type in the chat for next summer. 28 so far dates, Charles, on the dots on the map. Yeah. Number 4 or 5 for us there in Charlotte at the amphitheater on a glorious Friday night.
Oh, Charlotte's going to come alive, man. It's going to be serious. It's going to be slam packed, sold out.
Yeah. But so yeah, before we get into all that, let's see what's gone down just in the past couple of days in the Van Halen world, and I'm gonna bring this up, and we'll have a peek at a couple of things. First of all, let's see now. Yeah. All right. So, all right. You see that, Charles?
God, I love Dave.
All right. Yes. So, yeah. So, just yesterday, this news, this book, How David Lee Roth Changed the World, out January the 1st, 2024. Yeah.
It's written by a guy named Darren Paltrovich, or Paltrovich.
So
this is the way to say
it. The book description: what do you do after leaving one of the biggest bands? If you're David Lee Roth, you write a memoir. Okay. And yeah, so drawing on nearly 100 exclusive interviews, author Darren Paltrowitz.
That's not bad, I guess.
Is the author there. So yeah, we're looking forward to what this is come January 1st. I know I am.
Just a side note, just curiosity. Have you still got any of his product for tattoos left? Or do you, I'm sure you kept the jars and everything that they were. You didn't throw that away, did you?
No, I've got the stuff that not.
Okay, that's like Van Halen time capsule shit for David Lee Roth.
No,
I meant to mention that.
I use it. I just don't use all the different. I don't need all the whole line. I just use a couple, and one mainly when I need it. But
yes,
I don't. Yes. Yeah, but so it sits. But yeah, but so this book apparently it covers his later goings on, with the the current stuff post Van Halen. So yeah.
It does cover the reunion tour. I did notice that. God, he's got a lot of accolades, after Van Halen. Dave's a Renaissance man, dude. You may not dig his shtick, but he's so interesting and so down to earth and so real. It's just a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to know somebody's writing another book about him. I'm gonna read it.
I don't know much about this. I don't know anything about this author. I'm gonna find out. But yeah, I'm excited to hear this. I'm very excited, and I can't recall who sent me this yesterday or last night. But thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm stoked. Absolutely. So Kurt knows about it. Maybe it was Kurt that sent me this. Right on, Kurt.
I think it was. It may have been. Kurt's on it. He knows.
Maybe it was Sova.
Sova. It was Christopher Sova. He just said it. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
Very
dude.
cool.
Nice.
Very cool. We love all things Dave.
Yeah, we do. But we love all things all ears too. But yeah, love all things Dave. I do. Absolutely. But so we'll talk more about this book as we venture away from the holiday season, Charles, getting into New Year's. Um, yeah.
You know what I've been listening to, ironically, they do cover this, I think, in the bio of the book, it covers this. You know, he's done several covers, bluegrass covers of all of his biggest hits with Van Halen.
Yeah.
And with, from the Crazy from the Heat tour. He's got stuff out there that is just so cool. He's got so many sides to him. He's just such a cool, open book. Yeah, I miss the Roth show.
Yeah, me too, dude.
Got a lot of shit for it, and sometimes, honestly, and you guys know I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of Dave, but sometimes listening to him for 20 minutes straight will just make your mind spin because he's just going so fast.
So Charles, this author, it just popped into my head, and somebody in the chat will help me out too. This author was the guy who put on the Roth shows.
That's the right, connection. Chad? Okay, that's makes a lot of sense. There you go.
I think that's what I read. Yeah. So
that's how he knows so much about Dave.
Yeah. We'll find out more. I know. So
that's really cool.
Yeah.
But one thing I don't like, Tony, in the Van Halen world is at this point they should be getting along. They should be. And they shouldn't be disrespecting one another like they do. Things have transpired that you're going to talk about, and I'm anxious to get into that.
Yeah, well, the disrespecting seem like it's been, I don't like it either, bro. I can't stand it, but it's been going on since 1985. I mean, face it, it has. So, yeah. All right. So, but on a bright note, all of that mess aside, you know what? A really cool, bright note in the Van Halen world is, and around here it happens every Tuesday. We get to talk and do Van Halen and like that. But once a year, a really glorious thing happens, and the details for what's going to happen this year have just been announced. Let's check it out. EVH Con Facebook site here.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Says that they have a date, January 21st, 2024. There it is, Greenwich Music.
Nice.
Riverside, Connecticut.
Super special. Man.
So Brendan and Ed are supposedly going. We'll see. Yeah. So they'll have a great time, and they'll talk about it, and we'll talk about it a week after the EV, or we'll probably talk about it that next show after, but somebody on YouTube will go live and we'll all enjoy that as somebody goes live each year, and I dig it. So thank you for whoever's going live this year. Thank you for doing that ahead of time. Yeah.
Excellent. It's going to get a lot of great coverage. We're going to all get to see some really cool Van Halen everything.
Yeah.
The talent of all the guitar players that show up to that thing is just so mind-boggling. Rest in peace, David Nesdahl.
Yeah.
It's always impressive to get to see, Shreddy and Jim and all the boys will be there. It'll be so cool. I look forward to it every year.
There's John.
John Conklin will be there.
The great creator of our intro here and former co-host. Always good to see John. I hope he's going this year. I assume he is.
Yeah. I would assume he'd be there. He's a regular fixture.
There's Craig. Right on, bro. Man, that's beautiful.
Oh, they're so accomplished, too. They're really accomplished.
Yeah. Nice.
God, look at that.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but that gets me excited right there.
Well, you get to see what different, I'm sure the people that go each year, they bring different stuff, so you get to see who brings what.
Yeah.
Man, that's beautiful. God.
That's utterly mind-blowing. Look at this.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah.
God, that is beautiful. You can never have enough guitars. I don't give a shit. You really cannot.
Yeah. There's Pete.
God, he's kicking it. He's kicking it.
Look at the shoes. That's the Dunk Lows right there, Charles.
That's him right there.
Yeah. That's the shoes.
That is awesome.
Yeah. There he is. Right on. There's Jimmy Vombas. Good to see Jimmy. I assume all these guys are going this year. I'd love to see more people there. I hope it's grown since last year, Charles. And I hope it continues to grow every year until they outgrow the building that they're in and have to do it elsewhere. It becomes so popular. I hope so.
I hear you, man.
But yeah, that's in January the 21st. Right on. And that's on a Sunday.
I remember that, Kurt. Actually, I remember that, brother.
Yeah. Right on, Kurt. Got fired from the. Yeah. EVH Con is always a good time. So, yeah, if you can go. And we'll talk about it on the show after it's done. We'll get a report from Brendan and Ed and see what kind of good time they had. And, yeah.
I think I think I know Andrew's the 5150 channel is also going to cover it. They'll have a lot of good coverage of it. Andrew and the boys over there.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys. It's good seeing you. I haven't seen them for a minute.
Their links are down in the
channel and everything, but
yeah. So
I haven't really talked to Andrew lately. Miss you, brother.
Want to see if you want
Okay.
to see EVH Con live, I haven't heard that they're going to carry it live, but they did, I think, last year and the year before. And it's always a pleasure to watch
Yeah. Yeah.
live coverage of
I'm
EVH
I'm
Con. It
just
is.
assuming actually that they're going to. I would
I
assume
hope
they
they do.
would.
I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah. Hope they do
Yeah,
too.
man.
It's always good.
Because we ain't going live, baby. No, no. Sorry.
We are
But,
going live from some other things though in the future, so it's going to
oh,
be
we
all
are.
right. We're
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
balance things out. It's
We
going to be
went,
okay.
I think we went live an hour or so 3 years ago, something, 3 years ago. Yeah, nah. It's good. We'll talk about it afterwards. It's all good.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. All right. So I see Ryan OU812. It's looking like that the next summer's tour stops off a day or two before they stop in Charlotte in Marietta, Georgia, Ryan. I'm wondering if you're going to that. Maybe Randy Price also um, down that way. Yeah. Let's look at those. Let's look at those dates, Charles. All righty. All right, July 13th, West Palm Beach. Alpharetta, Georgia, excuse me. Yeah. And Charlotte on the 19th. And down the line and down the line and winding up, Charles. August the 31st in St. Louis.
How many shows are they going to do in Canada
Um,
on this leg? Can't be too many. I'm seeing a lot of America here, a lot of United States.
yeah. This
Toronto.
is
I
this
see
is all the
Toronto.
yeah, I think
Uh,
there's one or two here.
wow, I only see Toronto.
There's Toronto.
They're doing 3 shows in California.
Yep, that's it. It's just a North American thing in the summertime and looks like just primarily amphitheaters. So,
It appears to be a controlled tour, all neatly packaged, preconceived. Um,
yeah. So now, last week, Charles, when we were live and, you know, Sammy went out on the Howard Stern show. And then an hour later, he was on the Eddie Trunk and said basically the same thing. And he put it out there and put it out there to anybody. Alex Van Halen, David Lee Roth. He even went as far, yeah, Dave, really? Yeah, motherfucker, come on up. He's anybody. And
he actually challenged him. He said it in a way, Tony,
well, but the
almost
next thing,
challenging Dave. Like, come
right?
on.
That was how he put it, but that's
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
notes were. But
yeah.
he immediately went into it's for Van Halen. It's all about Van Halen and nothing but Van Halen. Okay, and then Howard went in something else. you know, because it was Howard who asked the question to start with. But when you put it out there like that, and you announce a tour, and you're going to do a heavy Van Halen tour. And when they went to talking about it on the Howard Stern show, he went into that they're getting older. They don't know how much longer they can be out there. Nobody else is going to do anything. We're already waving the Van Halen flag. If we don't do it now, nobody's going to do it. So they're calling it semi what it is, hoping they'll get some love. Okay, fair enough. All right. They announce, they put tickets on sale. Here we come. All right. David Lee Roth responds, and he said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa. That's not what I meant. Maybe a couple of songs in a couple of cities, but been there, done that. I'm not going back to that. And who's to say that he can even remember the words or however he put it."
That's
All
how
right.
he put it.
Yeah. All right. There's Paulie. What's up, Paulie? Good to see you, dude. Yeah.
Good to see you, Paulie. Right on, brother. Right on, bro.
So when he announced it, back to that, when he announced this and put it out there to Howard and us, the viewers, he already gets a lot of love from other musicians in other cities along the way. People jump on stage all the time.
All the time.
So for this, Charles, what do you
All the
think?
time.
He
All
knows
the time.
everybody. They want to jump on stage and pay some tribute to Eddie and to Van Halen, and to some degree, in some way, they, if they know Sammy. So I think they'll get some of that. I do, and that'll be fun to see. But Ed up in the Boston area says that it's quite common for Gary to jump up with Sammy and the Circle or Chickenfoot when they're in that area already from the past. So, I would think, Charles, that on those nearby dates up in Massachusetts, that Gary and Nuno would show up, right? Okay. So, but what if Gary wants to do more, you know? But so, all right. So Dave types in, yeah, let's go. So I don't know how many dates Dave's going to do or what he's talking about. There's been no back and forth since, but no word. But still, Dave says, I'm in. That's what he said. Okay, that's what he said. I'm in. To whatever degree, who knows yet. But so Sammy says no. Only a limited, or however he put it. No. So if he talked about the whole tour and opened it up to everybody, okay, if you started off the right way, it could gain momentum, and all of a sudden you cross paths with Mammoth WVH and there's Wolf. I'm sure Wolf would. I'm sure he would. If that tour's off and running, flying high and doing well and well talked about, I mean, you're going to get the slack about Joe. You're gonna. It's going to happen all summer. Promise. But Wolf would be in if things were going well and it was on the upper end of respectable and proper. And I'm sure will be. But you can't sit there and tell a member of Van Halen, that on a tribute that you put out there, that you designed and called for, that he can't. You said can't, and no, you're putting on the brakes about Dave. Dave's raring to go. He's a member of Van Halen, half the era. Okay, why not? This is about Van Halen. That's what he said. That's what Sammy said. Okay, so you mean to tell me that if David Lee Roth shows up in Alpharetta, Georgia, 2 nights before I see him in Charlotte, and he shows up again in Charlotte, and Sammy says no, and I don't get to see that? That ain't cool, bro. If you open it up, you leave it open. You let everybody else, you let them decide how much they want to participate. But you leave it open. That's what I think. I think overall, bad call to reply to Dave when he said he's all in. Long time till July. Long time, But I hope all of the people involved, Wolf, Gary, Dave, Alex, most importantly, Alex, but on the least of the probability scale, Charles, we'd all love to see that, but you might can get Dave and Gary and Wolf out there. I think you can. I think you can get all three of them.
I think if he'd have approached this the correct way, which he appeared to have in the very beginning, it was wonderful. The open to this where he opened it up, and the thing I don't like, there's a couple of things here I really don't like. You see that right there, what you're showing? There's nothing about Edward Van Halen on there. They show Alex up in the corner. They put all of this out here to make it appear to be a tribute to Van Halen. But all I'm seeing here is a tribute to Sammy flippin' Hagar and Michael Anthony standing next to him when he should be a complete equal in this. Straight up. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I don't like the fact that, and we didn't talk about this intentionally, to let this shit.
Yeah, no, everybody
That's the most rudest shit I've ever heard come out of Sammy Hagar's mouth. And he just couldn't let that shit go. He had to publicly humiliate Dave. That's insulting. I'm a Dave guy. I made it a point to embrace this tour and let that shit go. And Sammy brought this shit back up. And I don't appreciate it at all. This is as much about Edward Van Halen as it is about Sammy fucking Hagar or Michael Anthony or Alex. And the fact that I truly believe Alex may physically just not be able to do this anymore, you guys. I don't know. I just have a feeling based on some things I've heard in the media, just like all of you. But he's getting old.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been in the public eye. And I don't think he's physically really ready to do something like this. Yeah. But if he did, why the fuck would he now? Why would he? That was the most insulting thing I've seen a rock musician of his caliber do. I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole, but that's
to
just
me,
really disappointing.
it was
I'm totally
disappointing, very
disappointed in them.
disappointing. You know, I know how the Sam and Dave tour went. I know, we all know, Sam. We know, I know. It was, yeah, I get it though. But
But
we're talking about, you're doing it for Van Halen. You know,
this
if
isn't
this
about.
guy's willing to come out and do, I'm gonna make, and I'm keeping my cool, Charles, and
You
I'm
are.
proud of
You are.
myself.
You have been for days.
I'm
He has.
keeping my
Guys, he
cool,
has been.
but no, I mean me. But here's the big thing. Here's the big thing. Here's what grabs me that I don't like. I've been a Van Halen fan since 1979. Dude, I was in the 8th grade. Okay.
That sounds like a lifelong fan to me. You got to pass on that, bro.
But here's the thing. If Dave comes out there, even if it's just for a few shows, half the tour, whatever Dave can do, he comes on and does a song or two, whatever. You know, I mean, let's not forget that we haven't seen Michael Anthony and David Lee Roth tour in 40 years. 40 years. 40.
40.
40 years. So I want to see Dave and Mike together.
Yeah. Yeah, that was sort of everyone's anticipation, wasn't it? I'll be
Yeah.
honest. I could care less about really seeing Sammy as much as I would love to see Dave and Alex and Michael on the same stage again. I want to see Alex Van Halen more than I want to see Sammy. And it's very disheartening. I can't believe he stuck his foot in his mouth quite this badly. It's you can't take it back. That's the thing.
Well, I wouldn't have. Yeah, it's easy for me to sit here and F and say, yeah, you shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, of course, it's easy in hindsight to say, but it's about Van Halen. You
Yes.
opened it up. You put it out there. This
Yes.
isn't
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
tribute. This is, they're playing all eras of Sammy's music. Okay, they're relying heavily on Van Halen, and they're putting it out there as if they want to honor the whole Van Halen legacy, because they're getting older and they don't know how much longer they can be out there, and nobody else is doing it. You know, they put
Yeah.
it out there like that,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
invited Dave and Alex, and they said, if anybody else, there'll probably be a few musicians in different stops that we know, you know. And for this tour, for, something like this, I'm sure everyone they know, it'll be like a mini um, birthday bash or something. Everybody shows up down there.
Well,
You
you
know,
know, but
yeah. So
Kurt 5150 actually pointed this out to me, and he's absolutely right. And it's part, what I'm about to say is part of the vibe that I got. Everything that came out of Sammy's mouth on the very beginning of this thing, that whole warm opening, even as I was listening to it, I'm looking right over his fucking shoulder, and I'm looking at that V. Where's the H? Where's the Eddie? Where is it? It's almost, and it is almost like a slap in the face. You could say that. You could say it is a slap in the face.
well, to
The
to
Van Halen
have that
brothers.
logo, what I think it is they want to hint around doing a lot of Van Halen on this tour, and they're putting it out there like it's not a full-fledged tribute Eddie or Van Halen or any of that, but they are kind of hinting that they want it to be something involving that, because nobody's done anything and nobody's going to do anything. So but I feel like if they're going to do it, do it. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
some people won't come, but that's unfortunate. But still, you do it, and if somebody, Dave popped in, boom, who's to say that he wasn't, just have a couple of dates in mind, is all Dave meant. We don't know yet. He hadn't responded back. I haven't heard anything, you know. So it
Um,
you welcome everybody, We could possibly hear, dude, we could possibly have a full everything. Everybody shows up, I seriously doubt that we're going to see Alex on any of those dates. Um, that's my guess, not my wish. But I think that we can see everybody else, you know. Um, I think that Wolf will stop in if he's nearby, you know. Um,
that might be being a little
and
optimistic,
Gary.
but I would certainly want to see that. I thought,
Well,
based on the original warm welcome that Sammy and the whole band gave this welcome, and I've never seen something turn south so fast. It's really saddening to me. It's very
yeah.
saddening.
Well, yeah,
See, they can play this music. That's the thing. I just
he
want to
did.
hear them. I want to hear Michael harmonize. I want to hear his voice. I want to watch him play bass up close and personal.
I want to hear him sing those songs with Dave, you know.
Yes,
But
yes.
but so Sammy did say on the Eddie Trunk show, if you listen to that, I know he said that if Eddie asked him about Wolf, you think it, and he said absolutely. If he was nearby, I'm sure he'd show up. So um yeah, so we could see everybody there, minus Alex, I'm afraid, but I hope, man, that would be so glorious. How cool would that be, Charles? That
Yeah,
even if it were
yeah. Well,
just for one show, one song, just one appearance, at least.
I'm mildly optimistic at this point. I was very optimistic because the door was wide open.
Let
There
it
was
be
absolutely
Charlotte.
hope for it. Now, I don't see Dave showing up. If I was Dave, fuck Sammy. I mean, that's what my attitude would be. How else could it be? He insulted me to the world. I'm sorry. That shit just keeps going on and on. Now, if this was old Dave in the 80s, early 80s, it might be a publicity stunt or something to boost sales or something. I mean, it could spin that shit, but that's not
Well,
how this shit's going down. It's
they
negative.
Sammy showed up in their lives when things were bad, and then Dave was the bad guy in his eyes from day one. So he's always had. You talk about Dave not wanting to come on stage with him. I think Sammy has more of an issue with Dave than Dave does with Sammy overall, and I think it's always been like that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
really. But yeah, but maybe Eddie and Alex, we, they all in his ear. But I'm sure, you know, Dave's the bad guy. So, but he went out on tour with him. He saw for himself, and I mean,
Well, the thing about it is we all understand as Van Halen fans that they don't get along. We've heard all the stories. We've had guests on this show who talked about Sammy beating on the door, dressing room door, just begging Dave, just begging Dave. So we know, we get it.
yeah.
But then don't come out and open arms and make this a big public thing to where all of us sit back and go, "Whoa!" And then
Well,
publicly, I
here's
mean, my
what gets
goodness.
me. Here's what gets me. I'm a fan and I'm gonna go to this show, and I paid to go to this show. A lot of people here in the chat and a lot of Van Halen fans are going to this show
Yeah.
in their city.
Yeah.
Okay. They want it to be as grand as it can possibly be. It can never be a full-fledged tribute show, tour, series of shows, etc., without it being called that and without it not starting with Alex. That's where it starts and goes down from there. But, with nothing going on, Sammy wants to do this. I think he'll if he just puts it out there and does it and let everybody come who's ever been in Van Halen come on their own terms and don't say nothing about it. Let it happen, man. Let it happen.
Well, I'd have been perfectly fine with him just doing it with the 4 guys they've got.
That too.
And that just simply
still,
being
though,
that would have been great. That would have been
it
great.
could become something grand. It could become something you never know what. I mean, so it's going to be grand already. It is. And I can't wait until it gets here. But it'll be interesting every night, to see at each stop who stopped and what the shows look like, because none of them will look the same, I'm sure. All kind of guests in each town each night, dude. No telling. No telling.
Sammy and Mike are going to get to do the Van Halen songs that they have the right to do the songs, and I'm not upset about that at all. That's not my gripe. Not my gripe. They have more than enough right. They've earned it. I'm excited for that aspect of it. But I'm a David Lee Roth fucking fan. And I resent Sammy talking that kind of shit about him. I really don't like it. I don't know if I'm going to get over it this time. I'm really disappointed in that, man. So
I think I'm going to get over it, because I think that this saga, I hate to call it that, but goddamn.
But that's what it is. It's just
until July gets here.
Here we go. It's Halenville. That's what we do. There's no lack of news.
We want to see this tour become grand in whatever capacity it does, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can't wait to see it and hear the music, but to watch the YouTube stuff of each show each day, Charles, to see who showed up. Who's coming. I mean, that's what we're asking. We want to see everybody, if they're going out to honor Van Halen like this and doing mostly Van Halen on this tour, that's honoring Van Halen in my book, So, and then you sit there on the day you announce this and you invite everybody, and you call Alex and Dave by name. So that means everybody else also, but so what if Dave wants to, bring the bus and the 2 chicks in the skin outfits and ride for a month? Let him,
Seems almost like Sammy was trying to minimize the God, I'm not going to say this right. Almost like he was trying to overemphasize this thing to get the fans to accept the fact that he's going to come out and do this tour.
Yeah, and he got maybe he got caught with his foot in his mouth.
Maybe.
Might give him a swift kick.
I was sitting here, Tony, I'm looking, and shout out to Guitar Man 45. I love you, brother. He says, it started out, I was reading, there are always two sides to every story. And I stopped kind of right there, and I'm thinking to myself, and I go back with Van Halen, stuff. I'm thinking, I'm remembering this and that and the other thing. And I'm just, you're absolutely right. And they can't sing each other's music, much less Dave's voice. Really, I mean, it's a stretch for him to even sing his old Van Halen stuff
Well,
the way he
but
used
yeah,
to.
he's not going to be able to. We all know that, but just for him
Yeah,
to like
absolutely.
we said it in the past, wheel himself out if he has to in a
I'd go.
wheelchair. Hell yeah,
Absolutely,
all day.
absolutely. It's just a privilege to get to see. I just want to see them all together on stage again. That's
Yeah.
it. And, when you get right down to it, right down to it. Uh,
You know what
and
that
it's not
means?
over. It's just getting started.
We're going to
Yeah.
talk more about that in a moment. And yeah, we don't mean to carry on like we do, but as Van Halen fans, that was, I didn't know what to think, and really still don't know what to think of turning away. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That no, man. You gotta, it's about Van Halen. You gotta suck it up. You
That's right.
know, you
That's
got
right.
to suck it up because obviously it's not going to be anybody else except those four guys on there all night because they are playing Sammy's solo stuff and the Montrose stuff. So it will be spotty here and there, him, her, whatever, those, them, but they
If Sammy would have just come out and said, "Look, I'm getting old. I want to go out on tour one more time. I want to take Mike, and I'm going to get Joe, and I'm going to get
He kind
Mr.
of said
Bonham."
that. He that's what he
But
said
if that's
basically.
all he had said, that would have been correct. But then he just kept talking. It's totally cool for him to come out with Mike and do this. And Joe Satriani is going to do Joe Satriani's version of Eddie Van Halen's guitar licks. And, he's going to sound like Joe because that's how it works. Nuno himself will come out and do the most. I personally would like to see Nuno more than I would
Yeah.
Joe. To throw that out there to you guys. I think he would do more of a passionate, more articulate, better job. Okay. Just saying it. However, I'm expecting
Oh,
Joe.
you mean on the whole tour? Okay.
Absolutely,
Yeah. Well,
absolutely. They could have gotten, but then again, you go with the
in a
favorites. Here's the
certain
thing,
way,
though.
yeah, in a certain way. But overall, I think getting those songs, capturing the everything of those songs,
Even
and
Nuno has said very recently, publicly, if he was doing it, you'd be getting Nuno's version of Eddie Van Halen because
well,
nobody sounds like Eddie Van Halen.
Nuno, right? But they know Joe already, and that's got a lot to do with it,
That
right off
has
the bat.
everything to do with it.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
they're already,
that's where you're at.
they're taking on the world doing those songs anyway. They're taking a guy and sticking him into the shoes of the greatest guitar player. Rest in peace, Edward Van Halen. Nobody can do it.
Yeah,
What
well,
poor guy's going to
they're
have to do it?
gonna.
That's
It,
ridiculous.
it's not. There's gonna be all eyes on him, but there is gonna
Entire
be.
world.
They are doing other songs. They have
And
played
he's
with
going
this
to do a
guy.
good. He's
They
going to do
have
good.
played with this guy extensively. They know
Yep.
him
Yep.
very well.
And he's going
Yeah,
to do a good job. He's
he
Joe
is.
Satriani.
We're going to hear flack, not from us, but from the world as this tour starts, and I'm sure a whole lot of it until it starts. But so, and we're going to get back into that here in a moment, and hopefully cool down. I'm going to get some tea in a minute and take this jacket off because I'm not quite as cool as I was. So,
So we got a couple of people in the chat here. First of all, Mr. Boner Jams, it's good to see you, my brother.
Boner, what's up, dude?
We got Brian Griga. Welcome to
Welcome,
Halenville,
Brian.
bro. Right
Yeah,
on,
man.
man. I hope I
Good to
said your
see you,
last name
man.
correctly. And there was someone else earlier, and I'm so sorry I didn't shout it out, and I missed you.
If you're new here
Yeah.
and you're in the chat and we've been carrying on and ranting and raving, do type hello in the chat. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Two brain cells. That's who it was.
Two
Right on,
brain
brother.
cells.
Right
Yeah,
there,
right
bro.
on, bro. Yeah, there's KXM Rock. Good to see you,
KXM, right
man.
on, brother. Right on, man.
There's Boner. What's up, dude? All right, so we were about to embark on Nearly Impossible Van Halen trivia. That gives you time to run to the fridge real quick to get you some tea. See, I can't. I have to call the question now. I was going to take my jacket off and go get some tea, and my coffee's getting cold anyway, and like that. So, but I'm stuck here. So get ready. We're going to play some Nearly Impossible Van Halen trivia. It is a two-part question. Right.
Jeff K in the chat. You rock,
Hey, Jeff.
brother.
Good
Right
to
on,
see you,
bro.
man. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, did we got Hit Metalworks, didn't we?
We didn't.
We
Good to see you, Hit Metal Works.
there you go, brother. Right
I'm
there.
not over there in the. Yeah. I just see little glitches that it's covered up while I'm doing. Yeah, but we're gonna get into some Nearly Impossible Van Halen trivia. But first of all, let me remind you, since this game is not sponsored by anybody tonight, we're gonna give a shout out in the name of Nearly Impossible Van Halen trivia. As Patty says, Under the Bus Network comes on tomorrow. And you know what that means, Charles? That means that Wednesday, and I cook usually on Wednesday, or I go out. But Wednesday, the Under the Bus Network dudes, they get fired up at 9 o'clock, and we get to hang out here and enjoy them. So yeah, and those links are down below. Also, you'll find them. You know who those guys are. If you
Those
don't,
guys
if
are
you're
nuts.
watching on replay, yeah, trust me when
Love
I
it.
tell you. Trust me when I tell
That's
you.
just good YouTube entertainment. Let's just put it like that.
You'll see me over there. You'll see Charles over there. Ed and Brendan too. Usually. Hope you're feeling better, Ed.
Yeah, Ed, get well, brother.
All right. So as I said, this is a two-part question tonight. It's two parts. Okay. That means you have to, and let me look at it. I can give you another pre-hint here. Now, it is a two-part question. I'm going to throw out a sentence, and you're going to fill in the blanks twice. Okay. Yeah. So good luck. Get ready to type. If you are the winner, there's a trivia winner's email down in the description down below. Just a few paces over from the subscribe button. If you haven't hit that yet, please subscribe here. You get notifications. We go live on Tuesday.
That's right.
We're talking Van Halen next
Right.
Tuesday too.
That's right.
We got something good for you now. We'll talk about that after we get done here with trivia. But big show next week.
Want to say shout out to Randy Van. Right on,
Randy,
bro. And
welcome.
there was one more. Gretch Zeppelin. What's going on,
Gretch,
brother?
what's up, dude?
And John Deschain. I don't think I said hello to
Yeah,
you earlier. Did I get him? Right on, brother.
yeah, I did.
Right
Yeah,
on,
good to
John.
see you, John.
He's already done part one and part two of the answer already. I'll let you guess what his question and answer was. He's awesome.
All right,
He
you
rocks,
guys.
man.
All right. Let me see where these. All right. So, yeah, we're playing for a 1971 D quarter, which you want one of those because I know you look through your change every day. I know you do. Don't tell me you don't. Well, I'm going to send you one plus a million Van Halen bucks. Get paid for winning. Paid. 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 Yeah. All right. Let's find it. All right, there it is. Two-part question. Good luck.
Good
And
luck, you guys.
yeah, and know this, you can hit refresh and it'll help your chat order kind of be as or your signal be as strong as it can be while you play trivia. Because when you type in the chat there, there's a delay between the StreamYard and the YouTube that happens about 4 seconds later.
Yep.
But what it does, it mixes up the chat order. What we see here on the panel on the first live, it and what you see 4 seconds later. Sometimes it matches up, sometimes it does not. So what we see is going to be the winner, the deciding. So if you look up and say, "Man, that looks like I was the first one," you know. Um, and this too about the question too. Also, um, yeah. So you got to know it or you got to guess. But will be you have to have both parts and in order. There won't be any guesswork of which one goes first, Charles. Let's go. Good luck. Get ready to type. First correct answer that we see is the winner. Have a look, Charles. Help me out. Here we go.
I'm watching.
Two parts. Fill in the blanks. Reportedly, blank had a personal acupuncturist visit him twice a day during the recording sessions of the blank album.
Read the question.
Read it.
Good
There's your
guess,
first
Andy.
answer. Good answer. Make sure you have both parts.
Woody Be Real, welcome to HALENVILLE, bro. Right on, man.
And we're not going to give you any hints that you have one or the other correct or incorrect. Need two parts to the answer. That's the last WD 5150. Good to see you.
Right on, WD. These
Yeah.
are a lot of these are really good guesses.
Yeah. Need both parts. Good answer. Good answers.
Put the question back up again. Would you do that, Tony?
Yeah, I have to get rid of an answer to do that.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, if I have some. All right. All right. All right. I'm not seeing anything. Let's
Nope.
pick it
I've
up right here.
Yeah, half.
Great answers.
I've seen half the answer correct once in a while, but you got to have both
Let's not
parts.
give them that information, Charles.
Oh,
Let's keep that to ourselves.
there's only so many members.
Yeah. We've seen all the members, though. But yeah, no, it doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be anything. It's just a question. It's a question. You fill in the blanks with the corrects. No hints. That's a good one right there. But not what we're looking for. And that's a good one. All right. I think you guys are running down a cold.
I
I
sent
think you
you
took
a
the wrong path in the road there,
Tony.
back at the last start path.
I sent you oh well, no, don't pay attention to the message I
No,
sent
let me.
you.
Yeah, we'll talk about. I'm keeping my eyes.
Yeah, yeah,
Ah, I love it.
not bad.
Nice.
Chris Zeppelin, you rock, dude.
You guys are. You guys, yeah. You guys. Somebody has named. Somebody has named the.
Have you seen the actual session, the album, yet?
Of what now?
Have you seen the actual correct answer to the second half of the question?
No,
I haven't either.
no. I've
No.
seen a bunch of the first and none of the second. That's your last hint, and we're going to put a time cap on it after that because I've said too much.
There have been so many answers that flew. And, even for me, I've got the same curve a lot of you guys have. Stuff jumps. So I'm double checking. I'm going back, trying to be real thorough. And I have been.
Now, that right there, if I were in the chat, that would be the most logical answer.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yep. From the Hide Your Sheep tour, I believe. Diver Down, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Hide Your Sheep tour.
Craziness. Yes. All right. So I guess I've made it too hard for him tonight. I like the answers that we're getting. I love the answers that we're getting, dude. I'm digging. I'm digging. Right on. Great answers. Dude, it's kind of nearly impossible, but it ain't you fans, you know stuff about everybody. You know stuff. And I can look out in the chat here and look at you guys, and I know you guys know a lot about Van Halen. You know a lot. And although this question doesn't say Van Halen and it's kind of vague, I know you guys know your shit. So, Woody, be real good to see you, dude.
Right on, Woody.
All right. I'm not seeing it. We may have to call it. We may have to call it because, yeah, I don't know. I don't think any of you know.
He was quite confident before in the green room, you guys. This is pretty obscure.
All right. So you guys are going to be kind of surprised when you see the answer. All right. Everybody.
Randy Van and Millie just came up with a couple of great answers. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
though. No.
Yeah. So you guys give one more good stab at it, or one more. I didn't say that. One more good go at it, and we'll reveal what the answer is. And I'm gonna get some tea. Tricky Tony. Yeah, tricky. It's all I could have given a lot of hints in how I wrote the question, sure. But you know I can't do that to you. You guys, you Van Halen kids know your stuff. I got to make it as difficult as I can. And that's a great answer right there.
That is a really good answer.
I haven't seen Michael in the answer yet. Nice. That's a hint right there. I'm
Christopher says Bond in the Last Circle album.
giving them hints.
Great guess.
Giving them hints.
Great guess.
Are they paying attention or are they eating their sandwich?
I think they're doing a little of both because they can multitask. We got a couple of multitaskers
Oh,
out
I
there.
know.
I'm sure of that, man.
I can eat, drive, talk on the phone, all at the same time.
By the way, just as a side note for Christopher and for Mr. Boner Jams, on Show Me Your Pick this coming up, I'd like it, if it's okay, Tony, to address a little Slipknot drama that's occurring lately.
Yeah.
Corey came out verbally and damn it, well, I have a couple of thoughts on it. I'd like to address it on Saturday. If I can.
We'll talk. We got some big plans for Saturday. We'll get to that. I am super stoked, excited, first standing up thinking about it, about what's going to happen here Saturday.
Oh, yeah, Saturday's extra special. Saturday's an extra special day, you guys. No doubt about it.
Yeah. So we're not seeing the answer. We do. I win one out of probably every 6 weeks because I feel like that I made them too easy. So after I win one, the following week becomes easy, and then it gets harder because you guys are so good, and then I get it so hard to where you don't get it, and the cycle, it's a vicious cycle. Somebody's got to.
Kurt's last answer was a great answer.
Yes. All right, so we're done. That's the last answer. Ball game.
That's it.
All right. We're done.
What's the marker on Randy Van or Van? Randy Van?
That's the marker.
On you. I got you. Okay, so Randy's the last.
All right.
Damn, guys.
Okay, so.
God, they covered the entire gambit, it appears.
Yeah, so. Yeah. So the first fill in the blank, reportedly, Sammy Hagar had a personal acupuncturist. Must be nice. Visit him twice a day. Come hold my hand, please. During the recording sessions of VOA.
Bang.
It's right under your nose all night. It was. Okay, so this goes back into the.
Oh, you guys just made Tony really happy. He gets it about
happy.
I guess.
I want him to win.
You guys will get him next week. Don't worry.
Yeah, I want you guys to win. Absolutely. But yeah, so Sammy Hagar on the VOA tour. He did. All right. Exactly. Technically not Van Halen trivia.
Yeah, indirectly. All roads.
Exactly. We can kind of I've written several Van Halen related, but we can go from all roads to all worlds. Yeah. But yeah, no, I try to make them as hard and as vague as I possibly can, but you guys are just so cool. We've got some cool stuff to toss you guys in the new year. Got some cool David Lee Roth passes. For all you David Lee fans, and we'll still be chunking you some quarters and some bills and some poker chips. All about money, dude. You know, we'll chunk you.
Yeah.
And especially with the holiday season coming up, um, we're gonna have here putting it out there just so you know. Hadn't planned anything yet as of yet, but we're gonna do a Christmas show here on the channel on December the 26th, Tuesday, the day after. We'll see what kind of shape everybody's in. Um,
It'll
the
be the
day
big
after
recovery
Christmas,
show.
and we'll
Day after Christmas.
celebrate the Christmas season right here with you Van Halen kids, Van Halen style, right here during the Christmas show. We'll have all the good stuff in the candy bowl, and we'll put up a nice card hopefully for you. And yeah,
We
hopefully
should,
it'll involve some
Tony.
food.
We should give away. So you know what? We should give away like I want to give away on the Christmas show one of the Halenville hoodies.
Okay, right
Whatever
on.
the nicest. I think I would call that the nicest piece of merch. In fact, we'll do a hoodie and a little Scully. We'll match it up.
147.49 market. Send it to the comments tomorrow. Thank you.
Nice.
Right on.
Let's do that for Christmas. Let's do that for Christmas for someone.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you, man. We're
And
gonna have
and give them a gettable question. Something
give
a little more
give
easier
them
down the
a
main path, so they
gettable.
can all it'll be a race
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
That'd be
We
cool.
will, but we will do our Christmas show here on the channel on Halenville on Tuesday, December 26th, the day after. We'll do it Van Halen style this year. Last year, Charles, it took me a damn week to recover from doing a New Year's. Yeah, we Fruitcake Tony's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Oh man, God, man,
That's what happens when you stay up all night. I mean, you got off this channel and went to somebody else's and stayed up till the wee hours of the morning, didn't you?
man, I was out of whack the next day. 2 days later, I read the newspaper twice in the same day and didn't realize it, dude. Yeah, it
Yeah.
took me. That was a party, bro.
Andy's
That
got
took
to
me
run.
some
Be
time.
safe, brother.
Andy, be safe, man.
Be
Yeah,
safe.
Andy on the go. Yeah, right on. Oh, right. So Charles, I hate that Ed and Brendan couldn't join us tonight, man. We miss those dudes.
Yeah, it's never the same without. Well, I don't like it when it's just three of us. I like it when it's all four of us. And we don't get that all the time.
Yeah,
We've
we
been
don't.
fortunate lately, so I don't want to
But
complain about it.
we all seem to get different combinations from time to time, you know. And I enjoy all of them, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, I hate when any of you miss a cool show, you know, and it's always um not good if I don't get to see you. Yeah. But so before yeah, let me before I talk about next week, my coffee is cold is all get out. But so while I got them out here, I'm gonna show you this. So it's cold as hell. I got the jacket and I'm all bundled up. So I pulled out a couple all my Van Halen coffee mugs. Let me show you.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite. That is first and
So
foremost my very favorite right
there's
there.
that. And then there's that.
That's badass. I like that too.
And then there's that from the last tour. And there's this guy.
that's just killer. It's funny. I grew up living in LA. I grew up with that. That is a
I
staple
know.
of California, man.
And for those of you that don't know, you know what I'm about to say, don't you? You think you know, but I'll tell you for those of you who know, that's what I do from 9 to 5. Yeah.
I bet you were so flippin' happy.
I do just like that, and I unload the wrath of my mallet on them. But so my favorite mug of all is this one.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Thank you, Ed.
Yeah, dude.
Super cool, dude. Super cool.
So there's some that are little and hold this, and then like this mug holds more, is why, But yeah, I wonder. I drink a lot of coffee. I drink a lot of tea on the show, but mornings, daytime, and day, I like coffee too. I drink my coffee. So, but I have a few cups and thought I'd show you guys while I had them. While I was looking up there, I was like, let me pull these up. All right, and there's more rock mugs. That's just the Van Halen ones.
He's got a lot of swag, you guys. Hey, remember I was telling you that dog, Tony, I'm going to have to take out?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to take him out.
All
Hey,
right.
you about to go grab tea?
Gotcha.
Is my timing bad, or you want me to?
Don't hang on a half second. Hang on a half second. All right. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab some tea, but most importantly, I'm gonna take this jacket off.
He's taking all his clothes off, guys. He's lost his mind. It's official. Oh, dude, look at this. We need to get him one of these days, guys, to turn that camera around and give you guys a tour. He's got a couple of 3 rooms full of stuff that would just blow your mind, man. And his sports, he won't even tell you this. His sports memorabilia, his baseball, specifically his baseball stuff, off the chain. He really could be known for that if he didn't have so many damn guitar picks. I haven't been talking about him. Shh, shh, shh.
All right.
I was telling
jokes
Charles. While you were gone. I was telling jokes.
Okay. All right. I'm good.
Let me
Take
go
your
get
dog
this.
out. Yeah,
Let me
right
get this
on.
dog out, guys. I'll be back.
All right.
Right.
All right. Okay. All right. So this Saturday on Show Me Your Pick, we talk guitar picks and rock memorabilia here on Saturday and hang out and shoot the shit and misbehave sometimes, but we're going to be on our best behavior this week because we got a very special show and a very special guest. And I am proud to bring you guys this episode of Show Me Your Pick. This is very exciting. So, Saturday on the show, we are going back to the Lynyrd Skynyrd plane crash site in Gillsburg, Mississippi. Okay. Now, our special guest is Miss Heather Langley of plectrumheaven.com. And what that is, she makes jewelry, okay, out of wreckage that she excavated from the crash site herself. her journey with Lynyrd Skynyrd and the plane crash site began when the originators of the Gillsburg plane crash site memorial contacted her. You know, that memorial that went up in 2019 down there alongside the road, very close to where the actual plane crash site is. And they had a big opening ceremony and a big to do. And it is very, very lovely. And it involves a lot of stone and everything, masonry, landscape, and it's just lovely. A lot of you know what I'm talking about. I've seen it, but she was involved in this, and what she is a jewelry maker, okay, and she was contacted by them. They were raising money to put up these markers, these big, huge stone markers, and they wanted to send her wreckage that they had excavated and have her make jewelry out of it. And she did. And um, she then became very involved in all the processes of these markers, and that opening day of all that was instrumental in all of that. But she has since been invited back to excavate with metal detectors and guides, and she's brought guests and gotten to know these people, and a lot of them are the people who were involved in the local area who were actually first responders of the plane crash. If any of you watched any of the docs concerning all that, you know what I'm talking about. Um, but she makes jewelry out of the actual metal of the plane crash and other items. There is a how this show started. There is a guitar pick that she makes that it's clear and it's like a little capsule, okay? And it's yay thick, however much thick, but it's clear. But inside of it are artifacts from the plane crash and other artifacts, okay? Um, and I've seen these out there in the marketplaces, in the collectors' places for a year or two, but always, you know, you see it, and that's a piece of the plane, and that's a piece of the Hell House dock, the original dock, and this. You don't know what to, so you know. Plus the price of them in marketplaces, it shoos you away. You know, yeah, be nice in a perfect world, but so I saw this time capsule guitar pick in marketplace or on excuse me on social media, okay, and it was on this person's page, and I asked this person if this was their work, if they and it was Heather, and we talked for a couple of days, and the things that she has told me and shown me and the links that she has sent of all the excavation trips that she's gone since the dedication markers happened. Dude, this stuff, and she takes the piece of metal, it may be a piece of metal like that, and draws the guitar pick shapes out on it and cuts them out and sands them and smooths them and engraves like little stuff like Gillsboro, Mississippi, and the zip code or the date of October 22nd, 1977, you know, just stuff like that. But it's actual pieces of the plane that she dug up on subsequent excavations back to the site. And it's fascinating the stuff that she's going to show us. And but I bought something from her store, and a lot of you, if you go to that website, plectrumheaven.com, and go through the gallery. You'll see what I'm talking about. And there's, it shows her out there and, you the markers and that day of dedication and hundreds of people out there. And yeah, so she helped raise the money with her art to get those markers up there, Charles. So, yeah,
Yeah, she's legit, man, and she's interesting.
she's met like Gene Odom at, working with him and others, getting ready to have that up.
Cool.
Gene gave her a piece of wood from the old Hell House dock, and she puts these in these little things. But it is the stuff is so cool, and she's going to talk all about it, and we're going to take you on a little journey down to the actual Lynyrd Skynyrd plane crash site. You'll see this tree and others, and yeah, very cool.
That's cool, man.
Very, very
Hey,
cool.
Randy, be well, brother. Take care, man.
See you, Randy.
Right on, man.
Nice to see you, man.
And Lewis is dropping in late. Right on, Lewis. You rock, brother.
Good
It's
to
good to
see you,
see you, man.
Lewis.
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
Yeah. So everybody's winnings for last week have all been mailed out. Christopher Sova, Monique in the chat, Jay Turner. Everybody's stuff is mailed out there. Yeah. There was somebody else. Who was it? Mr. BHB Jr.'s got something coming too.
Mr. Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce does. He does. So, yeah, everybody. Yep. And I'll say this live. I don't get to say it with Ed and B here. They're not, but I told you guys expect a package from me for Christmas. I bought these guys something for Christmas. They all kind of match, but they're all different. And I can't wait for them to open it. They'll open it on the air on the Christmas show, but yeah, they'll I'll get those out by the end of the week. I don't want to be shipping stuff on into December, because I know.
No, I have a track record for procrastinating at Christmas as well. But I've got my stuff on point right now, so it should be cool. It should be all right.
Yeah. All right. I hate that I had to be the winner for tonight, but I have to keep them hard.
Christopher Sova wants to know if you're getting us all Slipknot masks. I don't think so, Christopher, but I would be totally cool with that.
So we talked about the. Let me reach this.
Lewis, right on, man.
Ooh, I'm on a short leash when I have the headphones on. That's what she said, right?
I was too until I got an 8-foot extension cord. Now I can run around.
I don't have that problem. I'm not on. Never mind. So we talked. we 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 talked about this Saturday with going back to the plane crash site. I'm so excited about this show, Charles.
Guys, he's giddy, okay? I'm just saying it, man. He's so giddy about this show. This is going to be very interesting.
Yes.
Very
Heather is a fascinating lady, and please tune in because you are thoroughly going to enjoy this episode. Show me your pick. And yeah.
Definitely going to take us back. It's going to be
You're going to see some cool shit. I am telling you. It's going to be cool. Very, very cool. And to see and hear, and there might be a guest with us from all of this story. keep that in mind too. That it's only Tuesday, so there's still possibilities, but still, it's going to be a fantastic show. It's going to be a long show. We have a lot to show you from the crash site. We'll go over her accounts of stuff that I mean, just the stories you will not believe, you know, and the stuff that she's pulled out of the earth. You know, she spoke of having, you know, you metal detect. It's been metal detected a few times, you know, but she's got like a sharp stick, probe stick that goes down however long, very strong, very narrow, and has found non-metal stuff, you know, gauges, etc. And yeah, so
Quentin James is in the chat. It's good to see you, bro.
why is it 22
22
degrees?
degrees in Louisville
Yeah,
right now, Kentucky.
it's cold everywhere,
Cold, brother.
dude.
It's cold everywhere.
It's cold in Alabama. It's cold in Carolina. It's always cold in Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, always cold in Detroit. Even in the summertime, it's cold in Detroit. Shit. Sorry, Chris. Love you, brother. Mean it. Tigers fan
All
for
right.
life. I am.
All right.
What do you
All
think,
right.
man? You think I drink out of this for nothing? All right, so let me tell you about next Tuesday here on the show. Well, what do you think?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
That's good. All right, so next Tuesday, been waiting for this one for a little bit. So notice that in the old striped mailbox outside, you know, I'm gonna take a shot of my mailbox sits on all these people down this road. It's like a road behind. It's like a mailbox row, but only one in the middle striped. So out of the old mailbox, I just noticed the poofy. What do you think? The January 2024 GW.
That's it. That's it.
So
That's going to be another really good show. Looking
cover
very forward
story
to that
Chris
show.
Gill in here, and Chris Gill will be here and will be our very special guest talking all about this great article. If you guys hadn't gotten it or read it, it's out there. Go get it. Yeah, dude. But it just arrived. And it is all about the Mammoth 2 sound. Chris gave us a little sneak peek of what was going to come up in this issue a while back, but didn't give us everything. This has it all. This is all here, and we're going to talk with him about it all. So it's on your newsstand now. Go out there and get it. Stop. I got mine in the mail because I don't know. I don't have one near me immediately. I'm near them all the time, depending on where I am in the world working. So, but nevertheless, I know that mail is predictable and reliable. So, and I don't like going to Barnes and Noble, you know, in a mall. You know, that's always a crowd getting in and out. And I like to run in, get it, and go. Yeah. All right. All right. So now we're going to wait and see what happens with this tour. Like I said, it's a long way till July, but it does start in West Palm Beach in early July. It's going to be a summer run through the amphitheaters and yeah, 28 dates. And Charlotte, we're going to Charlotte. So who is going to be coming? We don't know. Dave wants to come, but anybody is a possibility. I hope they all come. I know all of you hope that they all come too. I know. We all do. But sorry for the rant earlier, but I mean you gotta call it what it is. We're Van Halen fans here, and when you put it out there like you announce this tour like that, and there's there there there's only a couple of them. Let the key members fall into place where they may, and you can get everybody else, and it'll be grand. The big gun pops in and says, "I'm in." I mean, I think you ought to let everybody, if Gary and Alex and Wolf and Dave, if they all want to come, you let them all come as many dates as they want to come. If they want to bring the bus and ride the whole run, so be it. You know, it's for Van Halen. I mean, yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, so I mean, that's hate to call him out on that, but that's, you don't say no, you don't say wait, that's not, no, that is what you meant because that's what you said. That is exactly what you said, you know. So, yeah. Um, Not a good way to start, you know.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. But
So yeah, no.
what can we do?
I hope Dave does nothing more than get a good laugh of it, but still plans to go. I hope, you know, and hopefully up in the Boston areas we can see Gary show up and Wolf if they cross his path, on his outings. Then Wolf too, I'm sure. But Alex might be the big one to crack there, Charles. Ultimately, we all know that. That's no secret. It's probably not going to happen. Don't count on it. It would be glorious if it did. But yeah, no. But let everybody involved show up if they want. You know, I mean, um, and I want to see Dave and Mike on a stage. I do. Yeah. All righty.
You guys in the chat are awesome.
Yes, they are.
One of the best parts of doing a show with Tony and the boys, Brendan and Ed, is I get to sit here and enjoy watching you guys interact with each other. Some of the shit you guys say is so priceless. I swear to God, you guys are nuts. But you're my kind of nuts, so it's awesome, man. You guys rock.
Van Halen nuts.
That's right.
Yeah, that is a good thing to be. Yeah, absolutely is. Thank you for watching. You know,
There you
I,
guys.
I, I can't thank you enough. Thank you for allowing us a platform to come out here and talk about our very favorite band in the whole world, Van Halen. We get to do this shit every week, Charles. Every week, man. I look at that as a luxury, man. I'll talk Van Halen anytime, but you give me a little, you know, you give me one or two people, bring your dog too. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
I'll talk Van Halen all night long. Yeah. So, but
Absolutely.
thanks for allowing us to, and thanks for being a Van Halen fan. That is as big as I can say it right there.
That's right.
Thanks for loving Van Halen. Thanks for continuing to love their music. Um, yeah, it is timeless, and it is a part of all of us who love this band. So, continue. Thanks for being a Van Halen fan. And here tonight, leave a thumbs up here on the video if you would. Thank you for that. On your way out, you don't have to do it now. And tomorrow, while you're at lunch and you're having a quiet moment in your day, find this video on YouTube here and copy it and take it over to your social media site and share it over there. I appreciate you doing that. Yeah, so thank you. That means that helps us grow. And tell your friends if you love Van Halen. We talk Van Halen every single week, not necessarily about current events. Our Van Halen, they vary around here. All our weekly subject matter, it varies, but it's all Van Halen, and it's totally Van Halen, and it's going to be Van Halen from the time you see us go live until the time you see the all road sign at the end. It's all about Van Halen.
And even when you hear me talk about Slipknot, I'm still thinking about Van Halen, you guys. Just don't forget it, all right?
Yeah, but yeah, we'll be talking more about this tour as we march through. Um, yeah, and there'll be more to say. There'll be more to come out that they're you know. Um, but who knows at this point who's coming? But we're all asking ourselves, so who's coming, man? Who I mean, what's the deal? You know, um, I'm not a big fan of this, back and forth stuff. I'm glad Dave has not responded, you know, um, but maybe he will, later on. But I'm sure he's sitting back going to try to see what they're going to do. But I'm sure all of them are. But I hope everyone participates. You know, um, yeah, it'd be it'd be cool if it did happen. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah. All right. We're out of here. Thanks everybody. We love you. Any last words, Charles Greene?
Guys, this is Halenville. Around here, it doesn't matter if you go north, south, east, or west. Just like Patty Dill just said, all roads lead to Van Halen, you guys. Have a great week. Enjoy yourselves. It's a holiday season. Stay warm. Evidently, it's cold everywhere. We love you guys. Take care and rock on, man. Bye-bye.